Let's start with your reading, Aquarius. Today, we are going to look into your recent past, current energies, and near future. And then we will immediately clarify in order to find out more details about your messages. Now, let's start right away with your reading. Okay. Wow. I was worried for a second there because the beginning, I'll have to say it's pretty rough. But by the ending of this reading, we have something absolutely amazing. We'll see what this is about. The main energy for today's reading is the Seven of Wands. You currently seem to have your guard up for some reason, Aquarius. There is a situation from the past which is starting to resurface, and you are perceiving it as an emotional threat. And you decide to retreat in your fortress in order for this to not impact you in any way, not anymore. Now, here's the thing. What I see is that some of the bricks have started coming down from those walls. There is some weakness forming on those walls, and something is about to come in, something is about to resurface, forcing you to really look into it once again. This doesn't have to be bad news. It might be your opportunity to fully heal from this, or even learn new information about this person, about the situation that you didn't know. So we'll see what this is about. First of all, recent past, the Hierophant and the Five of Cups. You haven't been feeling at your best, Aquarius. Keeping busy, working, doing what you need to do, but there is that background feeling with the Five of Cups that keeps coming back at times, and you just ignore it. You have been keeping yourself numb, from what I see here, in order to not go there, or in order for this to not affect your decision making and your mood. But we see that this was something absolutely important for you. At times you're strong and successful at it. Some other times instead it becomes this spiral of thoughts that really pulls you in. There is something important here that you don't know about, and that it's making things even more difficult for you. I don't know what it is, but we'll have to come back to this and clarify. Now, in the current energies, we have the Ten of Swords and the Moon. It might feel like you're moving backwards when it comes to this situation. And it might feel like you've never been so confused about this as you are today. But instead, what we see is that you are moving forward. And we are seeing that all of this is just the anticipation for something big to come back in your life. Now, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, it's not an easy energy to go through. But there is something unfolding here that you cannot see because of the Moon energy, but something that will make you understand why you have been feeling this way lately. So we'll come back to this and we'll try to find out more information about this as well. Now, let's get to the good part. Nine of Cups and the Lovers. This is where we are starting to see clarity, finally coming into the picture. It doesn't matter how far apart the two of you get. It looks like you're always destined to come back together. There is something very, very special happening here. Something that will definitely feel like destiny, fate, and magic as well. There are moments so powerful that not only they change your future, but also they redefine your past, and they make you understand why certain things have happened the way they did. And this seems to be destined to give this connection and everything that is happening between the two of you a whole different meaning. But lovers can also talk about the snake of temptation. And it's very important right here to not settle and to keep your standards high. So we'll come back to this. We'll see what this is about. All right, let's start clarifying, Aquarius, and let's begin with your recent past. Okay, one more. There it goes. I knew it. I felt that there was one more for you. And what we see is the main energy coming up again, the Seven of Wands. Not only you have built this fortress around you, you also have removed all the mirrors from within the space so that you didn't have to look into how you really felt, Aquarius. You might have started realizing that you were still connected to this person at a certain degree. Look at you trying to keep your feet on the ground, but something is taking control over you and keeps pulling you up. And it's not easy to control. It's absolutely not easy to control. Right here, you wanted to reject that thought, wanting to forget about it. Here's the thing, life map. We always want to move on with zero emotional attachment, right? We always want to just feel better and then we move on. We want everything to be solved and then we go places. But this is telling you step by step. The truth is that most times we move on while we'll still care for the other person. It's just the way it is. What's important to know is that you can miss someone and not wanting them back. You can still have feelings for someone, understanding that that's not your path anymore. Denying your own feelings will only keep you stuck because you're telling yourself you're not feeling anything, but then your heart gets confused and stuck because it knows that that's not the truth. Honesty is key. And with the entertainer, it feels like you have been trying to entertain this idea, this other version of you, which really did not exist. This is an illusion. This is, look at me, look at this, instead of looking at what you should really looking into, you know? The only thing that you have to make sure to do is to not let your emotions run the show, but do not deny your emotions because they're there. And the more you neglect them, the more powerful they become. Now, let's see what's going on in the present. Let's clarify the current energies. Oh, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles. Interesting. I did not see this coming. Ten of Wands. You know, now we see it. First of all, as we were saying, on the surface, you just seem to have all of a sudden all these questions, and it feels random, right? But as the moon does, there is mirrored energy over here. And we see these two cards, these two fours, really reflecting each other. Just like the moon reflects the light of the sun, this is telling us that you're not the only one thinking about this right now. Something is moving in, invisible at the moment. And the fact that it's getting closer to you physically, emotionally, is starting to make you think about all of these things again. It's clear that the other person is focusing on this again for some reason. And the two of you still be connected. Your energies still talk to each other. There's a very special bond in between the two of you. It is undeniable. Regardless of what happened, regardless of what was said, and regardless of the fact that some of you or the other person or both of you might be with other people right now, it does not matter. One important thing to notice, this is going to happen eventually, but not right away. Something needs to be worked out first. And it doesn't relate to you, Aquarius. It's something on their end. There is something they need to let go here. We'll see if it comes up with the next few cards. So let's now clarify the near future energy. Let's see what is coming up. Okay, Two of Wands, the Veil. Oh my God, Ace of Cups, and that Ten of Wands keeps coming up with the Peacemaker. You know, someone is definitely trying to ignite that spark once again. You thought that you were the only one, right? You thought you were the only one stuck thinking about this. The other person has moved on. The other person is taking beautiful pictures. They don't care. They never reached out. All lies. I see this emotional train coming towards you, with this 10 of Wands. Something very strong, very powerful. And you know what? It's been a long time coming as well. You are not expecting this at all, at all. And in fact, it will come at a time when you're doing something completely different. You're taking care of something else, you're going somewhere, maybe again, you're talking to someone new. There is something right here that happens at a moment in which you really did not even look into that direction, if that makes sense. I see you looking at your phone and not believing your eyes, or looking on the other side of the street, and there they are. The signs have all pointed in this direction for you. Why? Is this meant to happen now because it's meant to last? Or is there more struggle coming from this, more lessons to learn, and you're tired of learning these lessons that never make you feel as though you're achieving what you want? What I definitely want to say is that it feels like pride and ego with this veil energy over here, which washes you away from all the pride and egos we were saying, and all those material type of feelings that take away from love. It feels like all of those things are out of the way now, and all is left is love. It's a lot of love. Lovers always have to go through the learning phase first, the phase in which they understand how important this is, and then hopefully they survive that phase and they will apply that love and that passion in the connection instead of getting scared and running away from it. Is that phase over? Let's look into it. We definitely have a lot more coming your way from the situation, but is this something that you should actually invest into? You know, with the peacemaker coming up here, we see that someone cares and someone wants to fix things. But is this energy good enough in order for this connection to last and to be successful this time? Let's see. Let's look into what is coming your way in the near future. Let's see how it's going to evolve in the next few months. And then we'll see what else you have coming your way and what else you should know at this moment in time, Aquarius. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, live, 45-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aquarius. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the incoming events is the beautiful Queen of Wands. And what I see here is that as soon as this comes back in, it's like you're snapping back to your own element right away. It's clear that you haven't felt like yourself in a while. There are things that you usually do, things you usually say, and that you usually feel that haven't been happening for you. Things you haven't said, things you haven't felt. And you really have started feeling like a stranger to yourself. But right here we see that right away, you're starting to feel better and to see things more clearly as well, not letting your emotions distort your reality. You're feeling confident and ready to be also 100% honest this time, unapologetic. And honesty is what is going to draw you closer together. Right here, we see someone who's putting you at the center of their attention, someone who's willing to fight to be by your side. But it's happening quite fast, I have to say. I want to look more into this energy to see what the future potential is. This is a period of passion, romance, but how long will it last? What about the ending of the honeymoon phase? What is going to be left behind after that phase? So we have a lot to look into. Too many cards over here. Let's see then, first of all, what is coming your way and what is making you feel like that Queen of Wands. Let's clarify the Queen of Wands. The Moon? What? Ah, the World. Okay. Oh my God. All right. We got it. We definitely see what this is going to be about. And there is one thing about this that you were not really expecting, and that this person is going to say or do for the very first time. What I see right here is that this person is coming in with some